Peace, family. A couple people sent me this post saying eating quinoa can kill you. They like, Dr. Ogon, is it true? So I'm going to give you all some food science 101. So stay tuned to the end of this video. And it's nothing against this guy, but to keep the community safe, the health police must infiltrate. Let's get to it.
Eating quinoa can kill you. What the hell? Yes, you heard that right. Quinoa. Stay away from quinoa because quinoa is very high in azelaic acid. It comes from the Amaranthaceae family, the same family as spinach. Spinach is in the family of the Amaranthaceae, just like the quinoa, and they both are very high in azelaic acid that cause anemia. Yes, it deprives the cells of nutrients. It causes all types of digestive issues and poison the blood. Stay away from quinoa.
First thing I want you to know, family, that you probably never heard before is that plants really do not want to be eaten. So they build up defense mechanisms within themselves so they can protect themselves from predators such as humans, animals, insects, bugs, etc. So these natural defense mechanisms that plants build up inside of themselves that he thinks is going to kill you are called anti-nutrients. Yes, they can be harmful if you do not know how to prepare your food properly, but they are not just in quinoa, they're not just in spinach, they're in a lot of plants and vegetables, and we're going to get to it. So what are anti-nutrients? Anti-nutrients are natural compounds found in some foods, primarily plants, that can interfere with the body's ability to be able to absorb nutrients. These compounds are not inherently harmful, but they can reduce the bioavailability of certain vitamins and minerals. This is why I teach food science, so you can learn how to prepare your food properly. Stay with me. So what are some common types of anti-nutrients? Phytates, oxalates, lectins, tannins, etc. Look down here. Are they harmful? People who consume a primarily plant-based diet rely heavily on grains and legumes, and they may experience a higher impact from anti-nutrients. Stay with me. Here's a chart right here to show you how to reduce the adverse effects of anti-nutrients. So with lectins, what foods have lectins in? You have tomatoes. So whenever you have tomatoes, I always say always buy the cherry grape tomatoes. Why? Because they have less lectins in them. If you buy those big fat tomatoes, they are full of plant lectins that will rob the body of essential minerals and nutrients. So if you're going to eat the big fat tomatoes, you need to cook them. Why? So you can cook the plant lectins out of them. Oxalates, such as spinach, and he even said quinoa. Nobody is eating raw quinoa. Whenever you cook quinoa, you're cooking it so that way you can cook the oxalic acid out of it to make it consumable for the human. And even with spinach, you shouldn't be eating raw spinach. You should cook spinach so that way you can cook the oxalates out of it so you do not get the adverse effects. Phytates, you have phytates. What foods are high in phytates? You got your beans, your nuts, your seeds. You notice when you're cooking them beans, and what happens? All of that foamy stuff starts to overseep out the pot. That's phytic acid being released from the bean to make it consumable for the human. Nobody is eating raw quinoa. Nobody is eating raw chickpeas. Nobody is eating raw navy beans. That is when you would have a problem. This is why I do not recommend being raw vegan. Look at the goitrogens. It's an anti-nutrient as well. What foods are high in goitrogens? Collard greens, kale, cauliflower, things like this. And people are eating these things raw. You must cook these foods in order to cook the goitrogens out of them, because if not, you're going to get the adverse effects in it and it's going to mess up your thyroid. So family, this is why we study food science. So you know when it comes to anti-nutrients, you need to either soak, cook, boil, or steam that particular food group, and then to increase the anti-nutrient effect, which you don't want, which is baking, roasting, grilling. I done spoke enough. Go get my Hidden Gems ebook, family, so you learn how to eat, what not to eat, how to prepare it. And it got so many more gems in there. Like and share this video. I'm out.